Attention please, attention please. Hi guys, Denise DeFala here in the KYC studios, and I am here to tell you about this week's Maps with Matt. Da da da! He's gonna talk about August. I hope it's not as hot as July, because if you don't have central air, it gets like really nasty, right? Like your hair. Okay, then he's also gonna talk about the weekend heat that's coming up, which we wanna get out of here. And get out of here fast, Matt, right? Get it out. And he's also gonna show you some kind of random map. All right, I have no idea what this is. I'm just doing this because he asked me to, and really, he's not paying me for this. Listen, I love Matt, and I love Maps with Matt, and you should love Maps with Matt too. This is going to be episode 7 of Maps with Matt.
And of course, this is my favorite time of the whole entire Maps with Matt. It's time to thank our wonderful sponsors. All right, thanks a lot, Denise. Hey, she mentioned the heat this weekend, and it is going to get pretty warm around here, and I want to stress the importance of drinking lots of water. I've already had 6 of these bottles already. I feel really full, but I feel very hydrated. All right, let's get to the forecast. We're on? Okay, all right. Hey, happy August 1st, everybody. How exciting is this? We've made it to August. I like to get to know my months first, all right? So we're going to take you through August. We're going to talk about that hot, lazy weekend we've got ahead and your random map of the day coming on up. All right, let's get to know August, all right? We're going to take her out on a date and get to know a little bit about her. Average high temperatures right now around 82. By the end of the month, we drop to 79 to 80. Pretty comfortable, right? Those are averages. Are we ever average? Hardly ever, right? Average lows, 63 to 65 across the viewing area now. By the end of the month, dropping to 59 to 62, so a little bit cooler. Temperatures really don't change a whole lot this month. In terms of rainfall, 3.5 inches is what we average. That's very comparable to July, so pretty much carbon copy of what we just dealt with those afternoon showers and thunderstorms, very common. The thing you'll notice this month, that sunrise and sunset time, we start at 6:21 today. By the end of the month, that sunrise is at 6:51, so we lose about a half hour there. And then look at that sunset. Right now, 8:44. By the end of the month, it's down to 8:01. And that equals about an hour and 10 minutes of daylight that we'll be losing. And that's about 2 minutes per day. Celeste, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. So good. Thanks so much. All right, let's get to our next topic. Hot, lazy weekend ahead. Yeah, should be lazy anyway. It's the middle of summer, right? Kids, most of them not back in school yet. But we're going to talk heat. This is the map at the upper level showing where the heat is. Out east, out over the Atlantic Ocean, that's with our Bermuda High. Notice how we're kind of in between. We've got a trough right overhead, and then out towards the west, that's where the heat goes this time of year. That's where it is. As we go through time, though, you can see that trough that's keeping us cool vacates the area. It goes north and east, and this ridge out towards the east actually builds back towards the west. So that equals some warmer air at the upper levels, which in turn equals some warmer air at the surface. And so that ridge of warmth kind of slides out from the Atlantic back across our area over the weekend. That brings our temps back into the 80s and 90s, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I think. And then eventually, it doesn't really have a lot of staying power to it. It's going to head back to the west, and we get back in a trough. How about that? I've seen Augusts around here that have just been scorching hot. We call it the dog days of summer. That is not going to be the case because we are right back to a cooler pattern, perhaps a cool pattern, as this model is indicating next week. That's still kind of fantasy land, so we won't get into details. But bottom line, it's going to stay a little bit warm this weekend, sure, but it's not going to have much staying power after that. I got to go to the restroom again. I'm sorry. Your random map of the day. Today I want to go back to the tropics again. We haven't talked tropical activity in a while. Here's that little fire hose of moisture we have from the Gulf all the way up to our area, responsible for the clouds you're seeing. But the tropics starting to heat up a little bit. Our peak season for tropical activity, usually late August through about mid-September. So typically we would start to see this become a little bit more active. A couple tropical waves we're watching, but you see this lightly shaded kind of brown grayish area there. That is dust off the Sahara. It's coming out. We have big dust storms over the Sahara Desert, and all that dust comes on out, and that helps clouds really to not do a whole lot of rising. So I'm not expecting a whole lot of tropical activity. Should be quiet on the tropical front over the next week. All right, that's episode 7 of Maps with Matt. I want to thank Denise DeFalla for making a cameo in that. I'm sure most of you just tuned out after that. We'll see you next episode.